Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Critical Mass. We're going to have another car review. Not quite yet. Paul and I are about to go in and we're going to watch the rhythm section
Yeah, so
with Jude Law, Blake Lively,
it's apparently based on a book.
and there's been no buzz about this movie whatsoever. We have
No,
no idea what it's about.
like up until today, I figured it was some kind of orchestra movie, but apparently it's not that.
It's
So,
supposed to be some kind of mystery of some kind. So we're going to go in it and we're going to tell you all about it when we come out. Last movie was really good. Let's hope this one's really. Okay. Well, we just saw the movie.
yeah.
Like I said, starring Blake Lively, Jude Law. It's not about music.
No, nothing to do with music.
Nothing to do with music. In fact, I would have to say the title, Rhythm Section, is probably the stupidest title that we'll hear all year for
Yeah,
this kind of movie.
yeah, that was the worst title ever. First, because nobody's going to go see this movie because they have no connection or idea what the rhythm section is. It may be some kind of music movie. But even when you're watching the movie and you find out why they called it the rhythm section, you're going, what? What,
Well,
that's it?
well, they didn't. It didn't happen enough for you to go. That's why they called it the Rhythm Section. It happens like twice in the movie, and it's just this beat. They hear a beat. And no, we're not gonna. Let's not ruin it for anybody who might
No,
happen to
no.
see this on Netflix when it comes out, because you probably won't be in the theaters long enough unless you go this weekend to see it. It's rather a shame because I think Blake Lively is not a bad actress. I like Jude Law; he's really good. But man, this movie was long.
Okay, plot. Happy family. Uh, and then cut to daughter. A couple years later, she's down on her luck because her family was on a plane that was blown up by a terrorist, and she has no will to live, and she's just not the smart girl with lots of life that she used to be. And she goes out for revenge.
Yeah. She gets tracked down by a reporter, and that leads her onto a trail of revenge. Because at first she didn't know that it was a terrorist attack. She just thought it was an accident. And apparently, it's like 8 months before. So a lot happened to that girl in 8 months to become a prostitute and drug addict in 8 months. But like I said, it was such a slow burn. This movie. I don't know how many flashbacks we saw of the mother touching her face.
Oof. It's like a half an hour of just okay. Yeah, we
Flashbacks.
have we have the idea now.
Yeah.
Move on with the story, please.
Okay. She's sad. Her family's dead. Can we have something happen now in the movie other than that?
Oh, and when it's not a half hour of just slow parts where you want it to move on, it's shaky cam. It's the
Oh,
shakiest cam that you've ever shaked.
it's like watching a Bourne movie, but while you're watching it, someone's shaking you while you're watching the movie. That's how much shaking it was.
It was so frustrating.
Really bad. And I know they think this is realism. They think that adds a lot of realism. All it does is make you hate the movie. So anyone who's a producer or director out there, stop doing that. Just stop.
And it wasn't just during the action scenes where okay they're fighting and so it's all shaky cam. No, she's walking down the street and it's 5 minutes of shaky cam of her walking down the street.
Yeah, we're walking down the street now, everybody. Hey, isn't this good? Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna look out a window now. Oh yeah, I'm looking out a window. Oh man, it was annoying.
Like at first I thought like it was okay, they're doing this to show that she's drug addled when she's in her
no.
drug prostitution phase.
No.
And I said, okay, she's disoriented. Okay, great. They're doing some effects here. But no, it was all through the movie and it was frustrating and I just wanted it to stop and they didn't stop.
And let's put it this way, the movie's about an hour and 40 minutes long, and the plot of the movie is really 10 minutes long. I'm going to track down this person, and I'm going to kill him. Oh, by the way, we're going to make somebody think that you're an actual assassin, and we're going to give you a contract to go after somebody else who has nothing to do with the story, really. And the whole car scene blowing up, just It didn't add anything to the movie.
I don't know. Are they trying to make us think that she was actually prepared with skills to do the things she was doing? Because at the
No,
end it looked like, oh, I'm one badass, but
but nothing in the
how
movie made her a
how did
badass.
she get to that point? Like, I didn't see any growth. It was just, oh, now I'm really good.
Yeah, and in fact, every time she was actually attacking somebody, she was really bad until the very last scene of the movie.
Which was, I was okay with that, but I didn't like how they made me feel like, oh, she's good now. Like, she had no business doing what she was doing. She wasn't prepared, and
She's a college student who suddenly becomes a hit person, and a really good hit person
yeah,
all of a sudden.
she goes through like a 2 week montage with this trainer that brings her under his wing, and now she's prepped to be an
which
assassin.
which I'd have been okay with had they shown the progression in the montage stuff. But the montage is half the movie, guys. When we say montage, it's not a flick scene, a sip, oh, and they're getting stronger and so. No, no, it's a half the movie of jogging, having tea, eating dinner, and swimming. And at one point, she's always behind. She's always behind. And then at one point, you see her just slightly jog ahead of him. That was supposed to tell us that she's now good. And even in, like, they were practicing fight scenes, and she was getting her butt kicked through
And
the whole thing.
there's a scene at the end, like the very last scene, and like the conversation that she has with this other gentleman. If you go see this, and I don't even know why that conversation happened.
Oh, at the very, very end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't make sense. Like,
Yeah.
what they had a relationship throughout the movie, and now at the end they have this little dialogue that does not make sense, and that's how they ended the movie. And she walks off. I'm a badass. I'm a really good assassin. Loud music playing, and
Yeah.
it finishes.
Oh, and there's a plot twist. There's a plot twist where one person is a plot twist. It wasn't a plot twist. If you didn't know this was coming, I mean, they might as well have put the script up on the screen. It was so predictable. There was no surprises, no nothing. I'm sorry. It wasn't horribly acted. Jude Law was really good. Blake Lively did a good expressions there. What the trouble is, as in a lot of Hollywood movies nowadays, the story just wasn't there. The script wasn't there. And they tried to make up for it with shaky cam and visuals. And the whole movie was gray and dirty and like,
Now, apparently, this was a beloved novel, and I would say, okay, well, the novel's probably a lot better than the movie. But the author of the novel wrote the screenplay for the movie.
but that doesn't make you good.
I guess not.
No, because there's lots of novelists out there who write books that sell millions and millions of copy, and then they write movies, and you get 50 Shades Freed and 50 Shades of Grey, which are horrible movies. So yeah, it's. I'm gonna say, geez, what do you give this movie?
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
Like, it was not very good, but it was not very bad. It was well, just for all the shaky cam, I give it a 5.
Wow, I'm not going that high.
Well, like you said, it was good acting. Some of the things were interesting.
It
It wasn't a terrible, terrible movie, but
This was a great half-hour movie that they made into an hour and 40 minutes.
yeah, pretty much.
So this would have been a great TV show.
So you're not going as high as a 5?
No, 4,
Huh?
and even 4, I'm afraid stretching it. It just was. There's no way. There's no way I will watch this movie again
No.
because
No.
it's just so long and so slow and so shaky cam. I will never watch this movie again. And it's too bad. I like the actresses and the actor. It wasn't good. So there you go. The Gentleman, really good. This one, not so good. But hey, we got Birds of Prey to look forward to next week. Huh? Huh? Oh no. I have a bad feeling about that one. But also coming up, probably later on this week, we're going to have our movie predictions for the month of February and our box office results for the games for January. And as you all know, if you watched any of our other videos, you know that at the end of this year, whoever wins gets to tell the other two guys to wear something. And oh, I've been looking and looking because I'm hoping to have won by month 6.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll
There
see.
you go. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, you probably enjoyed this video. Even if you didn't, probably much more than you probably would have liked the movie. So why not check out some of our other content down below? And until next time, we'll see you at the movies. Just not this movie. Just not this movie.